Hi everyone, welcome back to the Existential Bed podcast.
Hello.
Where we lay on the existential bed and be existential and talk about existential things. My name's Natalie.
My name's Ryan.
And we're cold today.
Cue the intro. Intro time.
Okay, I'll start. Welcome to the Existential Bed podcast, where we talk about some things. Don't you love cartoon lesbians?
I do love cartoon lesbians. I think the only time one of the first times I ever heard of Steven Universe was through Garnet. Is that her name?
Yeah, Garnet.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Steven Universe.
And then I watched a video of their wedding, and I was like, oh my god, my life has changed forever.
Yeah, it's pretty gay.
Yeah. Oh, you know what does have cartoon lesbian?
What?
This is a recent show that I've been absolutely obsessed with.
Uh-oh.
Totally have not written fanfiction for it. Arcane. Okay, but genuinely, it is a masterpiece. If anybody's thinking about watching it, definitely watch it. Even if you hate plot, I guess. Like, literally, everything's a masterpiece. They do art.
I like the plot. I don't like the plot. I like the art. I like that anytime someone cosplays Arcane, they use, like, really heavy contour because of how the shadows and lighting work. In the show, it's like they have to use really heavy contour in order to, like, and also maybe because everyone's, like, beat up and like fucked up.
Yeah. So
they're like malnourished.
I'd say they're pretty malnourished. I mean, you can kind of tell in the way they, like, you can see differences in, like, characters from above. Like, I mean, in Piltover, their skin is more tanned, more healthy. They've seen the sun, whereas, like, people from Zon, they're pale and or at least people who have lighter skin are more pale and like oh god, Victor and Jinx, like, you can tell that they're physically unhealthy, and it is as a result from where they live, you know.
I like the part when, like, Jace is, like, hammering the thing and see. This is gonna be huge spoilers for Arcane Season 2, if you can tell. But I liked when he was, like, hammering and he was, like, all bandaged up and, like,
And he was shirtless.
He has really big pecs. I'm not attracted to men, but he is very big. Like, he's like large in a way that I can see someone would say is attractive.
Yeah, a lot of people, I don't know, thirst over him. But yeah, season 2 was something. I have things to say about season 2.
I think we both have a lot to say.
Yeah. First of all, I blame Netflix. Okay, like, let's get this out here. Like, they didn't have time to develop all the storylines and the characters that they needed to develop. And I think that's what caused most of the issues. However, moving on. I don't know. My second point would be Jace Victor, most definitely gay. Okay, I am speaking from experience when I say I have done the gay forehead touch. Okay, that shit is not straight. That shit is the most romantic thing. Okay, like, Victor's canonically ace. Great. But, like, people are discounting the fact that you can be ace and also have romantic feelings. Like, they are so gay, guys. There is no explanation for that in which it can be, like, you don't. Anyways, I digress. I think the other major thing that I had an issue is Caitlyn's story arc, she needed to apologize. They needed to have that conversation. She needed to have apologized, and they needed to have a very long conversation, and that would have helped her arc, and that would have helped their relationship arc, like Caitlyn and Vi. Like, it needed it so badly, but they had to rush the ending, and yeah.
I feel like Caitlyn didn't really grow.
Yeah.
She was just angry and lesbian.
Yeah, and then she went downhill, and then they didn't pick her back up. Like, yes, maybe she was on the side of morality at the very end, but there was so much she did to hurt other people that she did not. Nobody got to talk about it with her. She didn't get to apologize to Vi for literally gutting her, basically. Like, that was painful to watch, and then painful to know that they didn't have any sort of character development to save her from that.
Yeah, they just were like, I didn't need all the guards at the X gate, or what, I don't know the lines.
As much as I love the representation and all that, and when my roommate walks in on me watching that scene for the first time, that was really awkward. As much as I love all that, and I'm like, yeah, normalize relationships now, like, they needed to have that conversation.
I'm really glad that we didn't watch that episode together in the public area that we normally do.
Yeah, I purposely didn't watch that one with you.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know. I was trying to pick and choose.
I thought you just were busy.
I mean, I was really busy, but also I was trying to pick and choose.
I'm autistic, if you can tell.
You're what?
I'm acoustic. Autistic.
I was trying like acoustic. I know this word because music, and then, you know.
What was I talking about?
Oh, Caitlyn's a story arc, character arc.
Oh yeah, and we didn't watch the sex scene because in public, because there was a sex scene, and people would have looked and walked in on us being slightly confused and weirded out, while two animated women whose character designs are opposing colors do some
I watched that with my dad. I was trying so hard to avoid it. I even went to the bathroom the scene before it, but I was in the bathroom too long and it would have been suspicious, so I walked out of the bathroom thinking the scene's probably done. It was halfway through. And
it's really long. Wait, you watched?
I did watch it with my dad because my dad was watching Arcane, because I was like, you should watch, it's really good, and he was like, oh, bonding time with my child, and then
I wonder what he thought about that scene.
He was probably like, that's you're gay. He thinks I'm gay because my hair is short now, and that's the only like, not the fact that I had a shirt in 7th grade that said I can't even think straight, but, you know. That's
like, short hair is like, Vi from Arcane. Or, Victor.
I want to say I want Victor's gender, but I don't really. He's too sickly Victorian child. And some people are into that, okay. You know, some people are into that. So many people on the internet are like, oh my god. And, like, somebody was like, oh my god, his glow up from, what, Season 1, Act 1 to Season 1, Act 3? Like, girl, he's dying. Girl, he's even worse. He literally died. Like, I don't know.
He actually died.
Like, I don't know why you think that's hot, that he got worse, but sometimes people, like, they're men seeking. I don't even know. Anyway.
It's this weird thing where straight girls like skinny twinks. That's a little problematic, but also it's extra problematic for Victor since he's not skinny because he's like a bottom or whatever. He's literally like malnourished.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of twink. He's a different kind of gay, honey. Like I don't know what to say.
He's also incredibly homosexual. I've seen some posts where it's like, honey, that's a fruit. Like, if there's anybody I could never see with a woman, it would be Victor from Arcane.
Yeah.
And that's just it, you know?
Victor's pretty cool.
He is. That scene, I think the scene in season 1, when he was like, are you afraid of death, Professor? And he was, all his accomplishments. And it's so depressing how, if you look at the hex gates, the blueprints that Caitlin Kierman pulls up at the very end, it says by Jace Tallis, and there is no mention of Victor, and it was Victor's fear, and he's probably going to be villainized for the rest of time, but not to us fandom people, I guess.
I like when in season 1 when Mel caught Jason Victor like sneaking into what's his name? Heimerdinger's lab, and then he was like, Victor was like, wait, this isn't my bedroom.
Yeah, like, if your first defense for you sneaking into some place is literally just, sorry, I meant to, I wasn't trying to sneak into a lab, I was just trying to take this man to my bedroom, like...
He was literally like, move, I'm gay.
Literally, like... Who...
I like when Vi took Kate into the underground area and like the brothel, and was like, you're hot, cupcake, so what'll it be, man or woman? And to this day I'm still kind of confused as to what the point of that was, but it was pretty hot, so...
Well, she was asking, like, do you like men or women?
And then she just left her there while she was talking to a girl.
Babette.
I'm still kind of confused, but I guess it makes sense.
I was also confused about that scene until I had to watch it over and over.
Of course you watched it over and over.
Well, no, it was for research purposes.
I also watched it over and over when Kate was pinned to the wall and was like, you're hot, cupcake.
I did it for more research purposes, I think.
What were you researching? Cartoon lesbians?
No.
I admit to researching cartoon lesbians.
You know, I think everybody needs to research cartoon lesbians. You know, it's healing to the soul. But it was like, I think it was like she wanted to get information out of Babette, but like a whole time she kept up this appearance that like, oh, they're just going down there for a stroll, like when she went for food. But she didn't just go for food, she went for information. So she did it sneakily, and I think that's how she was trying to get into the brothel secretly without having Caitlin know all her secrets or whatever. But then I think she did also want to know if Caitlin was a lesbian. Like, she was looking okay.
She was like, you're hot, cupcake. I mean, she said to her face.
Yeah, like... yeah.
And then the scene in season 2, what was it? Episode 7, where Via's like, oh, okay, cupcake. And then Kate, like, instantly folded. And I'm like, this is a little unhealthy, but they're also gay, so I'm here for it.
It was an instant fold. You can see Caitlin's eyes dilate.
Like a cat.
Like a cat, yeah.
Cat with some catnip. I was like...
Yeah. Totally. Yeah, that's definitely what cats do.
And mind you, this is after possibly all her known family has perished and blown up by.
Dad's still alive. Probably. Yeah, he is.
She saw him get blown up by a little mute child.
Her father?
Yeah.
Well, that was her father-in-law.
Wait.
Her dad's... Oh, are you talking about Vi?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, Vi keeps losing things. It's so devastating.
Mm-hmm.
It is... There's so much to Vi's character that I think be dissected not in a weird way. But, like, there's just so much, like, she is definitely one of the strongest characters, but her fear of losing people is what makes her strong. I think Powder or Jinx was the one to say that. It's like, no, like, her fear of losing us was what pushed her, what made her strong, which I think is so interesting. And then she ends up losing so much in the end. And so, which I think is why it's especially important for her to really be seen creating healthy relationships, which they took away with Caitlyn. Like, I'm all for, lesbian sex scene, but it's also like I crave the need for them to have a healthy relationship. Like, yes, it's yay for the Yuri, but also like
yay Yuri.
But like toxic Yuri is not.
Yeah, I mean, prison sex is like the definition of toxic Yuri. I was like, my reaction was like, well, I knew it was gonna happen, but I didn't know when, and I was so it didn't hit me like a truck. I was like, yay lesbians, also no communication. Yeah. And I'm just kind of confused why they started. I mean, maybe it's me being asexual and autistic, but I was confused as to why they just started going at it like that. After she was like, did you think I need all the guards at the tax gate?
Yeah, especially since Jinx had run off, like, just before, and Vi was, like, emotionally devastated in the last scene that she was in. And then suddenly Caitlyn comes in and she's... And they don't play it off as, like, I'm doing this because I'm emotionally devastated type thing. Because I feel like in a lot of medias, a lot of the, like, maybe more sexual times are like, oh, somebody's trying to forget about something. But it's clearly not. And I think that's a good thing, like, they're doing it because they love each other, and that's what people who love each other and desire each other sexually want to do. But you're right, it's like, oh, this is really weirdly placed. Because, and I think it's, they didn't have a lot of time for pacing things, but I do think that conversation should have been more important. Like, I'm sorry, I realize all the wrong that I have done. I realize that I hurt you really bad. And there needed to be that acknowledgement, and there just wasn't.
Her sister is, like, while this is happening also, her sister's, like, on her way to, like, blow herself up.
Yeah.
And it was literally going to happen if it weren't for, like, random dude that, like, Vi didn't even know was alive. So, like...
Echo is the GOAT.
Oh, yeah, he's the best.
He's literally boy savior. He had the perfect life.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. But he went back to save people. And I wish that man all the best luck in the world. Like...
It was weird because, like, I was confused on the time travel episode, but then it slowly turned to, like, my favorite one, because I was like, he has it perfect, and it's like, he's cool, and like, for some reason, like, V dying, like, just fixed everything. But yeah, he was like, and also Powder's like weirdly more feminine in this, domestic and feminine in this world, which is kind of weird, but like, yeah, he was like, he had all the stuff, and then he like left it behind, and it was like, but he still like had that with him into like, he was fighting for like not just the world, but like the blood. I don't know.
Yeah, he's the best. He's genuinely the best. Like,
I like to imagine like if you took out all the extra like how the last scene with him like saving the world or whatever would happen in real time, because like he keeps rewinding the time.
I saw a video on that. I can send it to you. Somebody made it.
Where like he's just like,
it's like what would have been in real time.
Bro's just like teleporting, and then he like smacks Victor in the face, and Victor's like hacks, and then explodes, or I don't know what they do. Like this little, he turns into a butterfly. Him and Chase turn into a butterfly, and they do forehead touch, and apparently that's really gay. I've never done forehead touch, so I wouldn't know. But
that's what I mean. I've only done forehead touch with like my partner, so, and it's pretty damn gay, I will say.
Okay, noted. Forehead is pretty gay.
It's pretty damn gay. Like, what reason? What? It's okay. I saw this post that was like, especially since in Zon, apparently, I don't know if it was, but apparently in Zon, like it's a huge thing to forehead touch. Like it's a huge sign of affection. So I don't know, but yeah, Jason and Victor are gay. Caitlin and Vi are definitely gay, but they should have that conversation.
Let's go Yaoi.
Let's go Yaoi and Yuri.
Yeah, that was like, they were way more healthy, but they weren't canon. Like it's funny because like the Yaoi was way more healthy than the Yuri.
Yeah.
Which, is that like a stereotype? Like, is the Yaoi always like wholesome soft boy, and is the Yuri like toxic mommy drama?
I don't think so. I've heard a couple. I've been around the manga streets.
I have not.
Yeah, but I don't think so. But there is also a lot of like toxic Yuri. But I think there's a lot more memes about toxic Yuri, or Yaoi. Sorry, a lot more memes about toxic Yaoi.
Really?
I think so. Maybe it's just the side of the internet that I'm on. No, actually, there's a lot of doomed Yuri or Yaoi.
I thought there was a lot of doomed Yuri.
There's a lot of doomed gay people.
I think that's just gay people's forbid, like being doomed. There's lots of things about being doomed, and so like you're drawn to the themes of like forbidden or doomed fantasies.
Like Warrior Cat.
We're not getting into that right now.
You should do a podcast on that, the theological implications of the Warrior Cats.
I am going to do an episode on the Warrior Cats, but that's a future me. I have so much to talk about. I think it would be like a 50-minute like special, or maybe I could do like a 2-parter or a 3-part. I mean, I could also no, we're talking about Arcane. You can't get me monologuing on whatchamacallit. Wait, so when we watched it together, wait, which ones did we watch together?
We watched the one where major spoilers.
I think
Isha dies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, that was the one we watched together?
Yeah, and then we also watched the finale.
I thought we watched the other ones.
Oh no, we probably did, but I remember we were watching the finale on the train.
We watched the Vanderbeest guy.
That was the Isha dying one, I think.
Oh, oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Oh no, we also did like in jail, in the Stillwater jail prison.
I was very sad when that happened. I didn't the monster, like the beast transformations really like terrible, especially the herald transformation, the
My
machine
body's on
herald.
the line now. I can't find this time now. I
Yeah.
have a light shine on my face.
But
when his face splits in two, that freaks me
that
out.
really, I really disliked that. I was like, because he's like, first of all, that sort of like put the nail in the coffin that he was like gone for good. That he,
or at least his humanity was.
He quite literally like lost his humanity for good right there. But also like, it's just, that's just really gross. And also it's like, then you're like, Bro's like dead. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like Bro's gone. Like, and then the fact that you can still see his face like, but like split in two after that.
The amount of like I've seen a lot of posts that were like the pain on that Jace must have felt like seeing his best friend lab partner lover his partner's face literally split. Like that is insane. Split and like forever sleeping. That's like having to stare at like the dead face of your partner for wow. It's insane. Sort of unrelated, but the line is one of my is a trans song to me.
I love 21 Pilots, so I also like the line, but I didn't think it was a trans song. But
my body's on the line now. I can find this out now. Like, did I disappoint you? Will they still let me over if I press the line? Yeah. Transition.
Sounds very trans. I just like it because it's 21 Pilots.
Yeah.
And I like 21 Pilots.
Taking over my body, back in control of my shoddy.
Yeah, that's another episode. I could just half of these could just be episodes, could just be me talking about my special interests.
Yeah.
Because I could go for a while. I don't know. I like when they were in the field and everyone was happy.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them got turned into a beast and then he killed everyone. Sometimes I feel like the person that's like is being turned into monster people and then my head gets like split in half.
That's pretty horror-esque.